Corey Feldman and I work really good together. It's our second film, and he's very cool. I mean, he's my best friend.
We're in almost every scene together, and when you know somebody that well and you're friends with them, it's so easy to work because you're so used to each other. So it's just like, you hang out in your trailers and then you come right to the set.
Let's talk about Corey's. Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. These two actors were some of the biggest child stars of the 1980s, and their career paths were closely intertwined. However, as we'll see, their lives went very different directions, and their stories are both fascinating and tragic. Corey Haim was a Canadian actor who gained fame in the 1980s for his roles in films such as The Lost Boys, Lucas, and License to Drive. He was born on December 23, 1971 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and started his career as a child actor. Haim's career began in the early 1980s with minor roles in TV shows and commercials. He then landed his breakthrough role in the movie Firstborn in 1984.
Where'd you get those batteries?
What batteries?
The ones that you're using?
I had them.
You didn't have them last night.
I found them.
You found them?
Yeah.
You found them right out of my Walkman. That's where you found them. Now give me
The following year, he appeared in the popular coming-of-age film, Lucas, which helped to establish him as a leading young actor. In 1987, Haim starred in the vampire movie The Lost Boys, which became a cult classic. We'll talk about that in a little while.
What's that?
Here, I'll show you. This is my new pet. My dad gave it to me.
Neat. What's his name?
His name's Gizmo. Hi, Giz. He's a Mogwai.
Gizmo. Cute.
While Corey Haim's path was on a career, we would have his fellow Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman is an actor and singer who rose to fame in the 1980s for his roles in films such as The Goonies and Stand By Me. He was born July 16th in 1971 in Los Angeles, California, and he also started his career as a child actor. Feldman's breakthrough role came in 1984 when he starred in the classic adventure movie The Goonies, which was directed by Steven Spielberg.
You up here? You heard what my mom said to the housekeeper about not wanting anybody up here.
Mikey, I cannot believe that you actually have something this cool in your house.
You guys, my mom said, you guys, stop. Put down the outfit, okay? Hey, Mikey, this is great. We only have old Hanukkah decorations in our attic. Can't we have in your...
He then followed that up with another hit, Stand By Me, which earned him critical acclaim for his performance as Teddy Duchamp.
What did you call me?
I know who you are. You're Teddy Duchamp. Your dad's a loony up in the nut house in Togus. He took your ear and he put it to a stove and he burnt it off.
My father stormed the beach at Normandy.
He's crazier than a house rat. No wonder you're acting the way you are, with a loony for a father.
You call my dad a loony again, and I'll kill you.
He's also been in other huge films, for example Gremlins, The Burbs, and License to Drive. In addition to his acting career, Feldman has also pursued a music career, releasing several albums and performing with his band, Corey Feldman and the Angels. Feldman's career had some ups and downs in the 1990s and 2000s, and he struggled with personal issues and substance abuse. He made a comeback in the late 2000s, appearing in reality TV shows and releasing new music. And can we just talk about the music for a second? I mean, there's no way around it. It's not great.
Death. Hit the club. Tell him.
And there was also bouts of controversy with him not paying the people in the videos, not showing up, and just making a general mess of things. But the biggest crime, I think, the music itself.
There you go. License to Drive. Go see it. Local theaters. It's gonna rock. Near you. Later. We gotta go to school. Bye.
While I wanted to talk about the two Coreys separately, the magic is when they both came together. Corey Haim and Corey Feldman first met at the audition for The Goonies.
Actually, I had to go in and read for the role. And one interesting little anecdote is that sitting in the waiting room at Amblin, the day that I had to go in and read for Stephen and Kathleen Kennedy and all of them, was Corey Haim. And that was the first time we met.
But later became friends on the set of The Lost Boys. It was a 1987 teenager vampire movie, and it was good.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Gosh. Now what?
Must be a circuit breaker, Mom. He's not glowing. I know. Hit the lights. Ah!
Sam, what has gotten into you tonight?
I think I know what's going on around here tonight.
You do?
Yeah. I know what you're thinking, Sam, but you're wrong.
Ma'am?
Yeah. I'm not trying to replace your father.
After that, their friendship quickly became the talk of Hollywood. They were both incredibly talented and charismatic actors, and they seemed to have a special bond that was evident both on and off screen. However, as the years went by, both Coreys started to struggle with addiction and personal demons. Corey Haim, in particular, had a very difficult time in the 1990s, and his career suffered as a result.
Zero. I mean, Toronto, winter. Extra, read all about it,
He was in and out of rehab, and he struggled to find work in Hollywood. Unfortunately, Haim passed away in 2010 at the age of just 38 due to pneumonia, which was complicated by his long-standing addiction issues.
As hundreds paid final respects to child star Corey Haim, police released his mother's 911 call, and I do want to warn you, this is heart-wrenching. CBS's Michelle Gielan reports.
On the same day, family and friends gathered for Corey Haim's funeral. Police released the chilling 911 call his mother Judy made after he collapsed in her Los Angeles apartment last week.
He's not breathing.
Ma'am, are you with him right now?
Yes.
How old is he?
He's 38 years old. I don't know what's going on. He had a fever this morning and cold.
Okay, ma'am, listen, he's still awake right now.
No.
The dispatcher tries to get his mother to perform CPR, but to no avail.
Put one hand on his forehead, the other hand underneath his neck, and gently tilt his head back.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am, you just keep doing the compression until you go and open the door.
I opened the door already. I opened the door.
Corey Feldman, on the other hand, managed to stay somewhat more stable throughout the years. He continued to work in Hollywood and even wrote a book in 2013 called Choreography, in which he detailed his experience as a child actor and his friendship with Corey Haim. Feldman has also faced his fair share of challenges, including allegations of abuse and harassment in the industry. He also had a very controversial documentary come out called The R Word of Two Coreys. This film showcases allegations that Feldman and fellow actor Corey Haim were abused as children by several men connected to the entertainment industry. One of those men accused was John Grissom, not John Grisham, John Grissom. He was an actor with the Coreys and Licensed to Drive and Dream a Little Dream in 1989. The Coreys, being friends and having that magic in Hollywood together, would star in several films as a team. These films would include, of course, The Lost Boys that we talked about before, which is a horror comedy film, and it's perhaps the most famous movie that the two Coreys starred in together. Haim played Sam, a teenager who discovers that his new hometown is overrun with vampires, while Feldman played Edgar Frog, a comic book-obsessed vampire hunter. They were also in Licensed to Drive.
And this is only the beginning! Yeah, let's eat!
Sorry.
Haim and Feldman starred alongside each other in this comedy about a teenager who takes his grandfather's car for a joyride. Haim played Les Anderson, the lead character, while Feldman played his friend Dean. One of the less popular movies, but one that I absolutely loved when I was younger, was Dream a Little Dream. Haim and Feldman appeared together in this fantasy comedy about a high school student who switches bodies with an elderly man. Haim played Bobby Keller, the lead character, while Feldman played his best friend Dinger. on-screen chemistry between Haim and Feldman was always evident, and their friendship off-screen was just as strong. Despite the ups and downs in their respective careers and personal life, the two Coreys remained close until Haim's untimely death in 2010, and they would try to reignite the magic with the Lost Boys sequel in 2008, although that didn't quite hit as too much time had passed and it just wasn't the same. So what can we learn from the story of two Coreys? Well, I think it's a reminder that fame and fortune don't necessarily lead to happiness and success. Both Haim and Feldman achieved a great deal in their careers, but they also experienced immense pain and hardship along the way. It's also a reminder that addiction and mental health issues are a very real and very serious problem, and they can affect anyone regardless of their fame or success. Overall, the story of the two Coreys is a cautionary tale about the dark side of Hollywood and the toll that it can take on even the most talented and promising young actors. It's a story that's worth remembering, both to honor the legacy of these two actors and to ensure that we're taking care of the people in the industry who are struggling. That's all I got for you today. Have a great day, friends.